What's happening, YouTube? This is Mike with PricePlow, and we are here in my kitchen. And today I'm going to review Blue Star Nutraceuticals' ISO Smooth. This is a protein powder that's mainly a pure isolate. But the first thing you need to caution is that it is a 4-protein blend. And typically isolates are marketed towards people who are either very, very low carb or they're going, for lactose intolerant. The 4 ingredients here that are protein based are whey protein isolate, milk protein isolate, egg isolate, and then micellar casein protein. So I need to say that the casein protein may add just a very, very trivial dash of lactose there, of milk sugars. So if you're extremely lactose intolerant, this might not be for you, but for everyone else, it should be. And let me adjust this camera. Better. Okay, so, but the fact is that the label has 1 gram of carbohydrates in there, and 0.6 of that is fiber. So I'm really thinking that the milk sugars provided, from the lactose are going to be very, very low. And so most people are going to be able to handle this. So I'm calling it an isolate. ISO Smooth. And so Blue Star Nutraceuticals, CJ and I just did a review on their blade fat burner, and I realized it was a really positive review. I realized I had stolen the ISO Smooth from the gym at CJ's because I liked it so much. They weren't eating it enough, and I was running low on protein. So I owe it to Blue Star to give them this review because I like this stuff that much. So with every 36 gram scoop, and we'll weigh it out, make sure the scoop's all good and everything, you're getting 135 calories. 10 of those calories are from fat. You're only getting 1 carb, and like I said, 0.6 is from fiber, and you have 30 grams of protein. So 30 out of 36 of this whole scoop is protein. That's a very, very high ratio, and that's what we expect from an isolate main product. There are some extra thickeners in here. There's a couple, a little bit of healthy fat added, such as CLA and flaxseed, but since there's really only 1 gram of fat in this, it's really not worth even talking about, in my opinion. So I'm looking for a 36 gram scoop. I have 10 ounces of water down here in my shaker cup, and the scale, I'll tear it up and ready to go. And so this is the chocolate sin flavor, by the way, chocolate sin. And so you can get a look at that right there. I got a full scoop pretty much weighed out. And I'm just gonna tell you this, I don't really smell much, honestly, but the flavor does live up to the name, chocolate sin. So let's see if I got okay, the scooper is a little bit light, so you're gonna wanna add a little bit more. That scoop was about 32 grams. And so if you're going with the 10 grams of, or 10 ounces of water, you're gonna wanna go a little bit heavier. And so we have a very, very dark chocolate looking flavor here. I've spilled water out of there. That's smooth. And so I'm going to shake this up here. And one thing to note is that this is going to be a lot thicker than most other isolates. Most isolates, they come out real thin or runny, but because they added a little bit of that casein at the back end of this, and they have a little bit of thickeners, but not so much, you're going to get what is a very a thick protein powder for an isolate. And I actually want to pour this into a glass, so let me go grab that real quick. That'll work. And so, as you can see, thicker and darker than most pure isolates. It's not as thick as a main, as a regular kind of whey protein blend or something that has a lot of milk protein up front, or casein, of course, but for an isolate, it's very thick. And I absolutely love this flavor. Chocolate sin. The sweeteners are sucralose and Ace K, so if you're not a fan of those, obviously this isn't going to be for you. You can taste a little bit of that artificial sweetening, but the amount of dark chocolate cocoa here that they mixed in is just awesome. It's not sticking to the walls or anything, but it is thicker than most, and kind of like almost looks like a little bit of like a gelatin or something. But the way this protein works, most isolates just are not this chocolatey, and so the chocolate sin flavor, I'm a huge fan of this, and so I think Blue Star Nutraceuticals did an excellent job here. Now I don't have many chunks at all. I do. Yep, you can see 1 chunk here, right there on the wall. I shook it pretty hard, so you do have to give this a good shake. There's not a zillion creamers or any thickeners like that. So give it a go with that. So at the end of the day, I'm a huge fan of this chocolate sim flavor. I don't think I've tried anything else from Blue Star in terms of this Iso Smooth protein, but if you're an isolate lover and you know you can handle just a dash of lactose that may come from the casein protein, and you have a little bit extra budget, because this is a Canadian company who isn't sold on many stores on PricePlow. The deals are not as good as many of the other isolates that we might see, but I honestly do believe that this is a top chocolate isolate because it is a little bit thicker, and honestly the flavor it's kind of like dank. It's just a deep, rich, thick kind of chocolate. So if you're a chocolate lover and you've been disappointed with the thin, runny kind of other isolates out there, give Blue Star's Iso Smooth a shot and save money with PricePlow.com. We have some coupons for you on the site, deal alerts, and all that stuff you can sign up for. But anyway, this is Mike with PricePlow, and I definitely PricePlow approve Iso Smooth. So they are right now 2 for 2 on our latest reviews, both the Blade Fat Burner and this one. And the rumor is that the reformulating PPK right now is August of 2016. So hopefully eventually we'll get that out too, because these guys are on fire. Anyway, that's all I got for you, and we'll see you later. And if you like these reviews, I could probably do more of them in my kitchen now because I have a cell phone that actually kind of works. So we'll see you later.